there was a startup called Orabrush. And so it's a tongue scraper invented by a dentist in Utah. And he wanted to bring this to market. He wanted to make it the biggest tongue cleaner in the world. And so he started by hiring an ex Procter & Gamble guy to be the CEO. And then they hired a group of young guys who were still in college, actually. And the young guys said, well, to be their marketing team. And they said, well, what you need to do is we need to come up with some entertaining YouTube videos about Orabrush, and we'll have a spokesman, and we'll talk about Brad Breath and on and on. So, and we'll use that to draw people to our website, and it'll be an e-commerce website, and we'll sell the brush directly to consumers. Well, that was working. And so for the first year, they ended up selling about $1 million worth of product. That did really well, but they were saying, okay, what next? I know. Let's break into brick and mortar stores, and let's do it in a big way. The biggest way they could think of was, let's reach out to Walmart and see if we can get stocked on their shelves. Well, I would imagine that the usual channel of applying to Walmart with a product to say, would you consider buying the product and stocking it on your shelves, would be a long process and a very crowded channel. And that's what they found. They found that it was just going nowhere. It was kind of like just shooting a bullet into a void. And so the young guys they were all getting pretty impatient, but the young guys came up with a solution, and they didn't tell the CEO, they just did it. So what they did was they came up with a little tiny Facebook ad, I don't know if that comes across, but a little tiny Facebook ad that showed their spokesman from the YouTube videos, and it said, the headline was, Walmart employees have bad breath, and then underneath, but if you stock our Orabrush tongue cleaner, you won't, something like that. And they ran it just to the Bentonville, Arkansas zip code where the headquarters is for Walmart. And they specified, I guess, age and education. They were trying to reach mostly Walmart executives at the headquarters. And within, I think, 48 hours, they heard from Walmart, their communications department, and they were in a panic. They were saying, "My God, what? Are you the guys who put that ad on Facebook?" "Yeah, we are." "Well, would you take it down?" I mean, and they were assuming it was a national ad that was talking about Walmart having bad breath. And so when they realized that, they said, was this run nationally? No, it was run just to you guys. Wait a minute, how did you do that? And they explained it, and they said, wow, you guys really know something about how to market digitally. And they said, we sure do. And they ended up being introduced to the dental supplies buyer who said, okay, look, we're going to place an order. Can you support an order for 735,000 units, which was $1.5 million order for them. Keep in mind, the first year that they were in existence, they made $1 million. I mean, they sold $1 million worth of product, but this one order was 1.5 times their total output from the year before. They said, yeah, of course we can. And so they did that, and I asked the CEO. The CEO is the guy that I interviewed for the book, and so I'd asked him, well, okay, you're a startup, you have a product, you sold $1 million worth of product on YouTube, direct to consumer, but now suddenly you have a product that's been rolled out in all 6,800 stores in the Walmart system. What did that do to the valuation of the company? He said, well, I think it multiplied it by a factor of 10 or 20. So we said, okay, well then if we took 10, then the valuation you figured was what? And they said, well, let's say two times revenue, or 2 times sales from the previous year. So it was a $2 million valuation that jumped to $20 million because of a $28 ad in Facebook that got them in touch with the right people. And that's the whole key here.